TSM breaking up, Dezignful leaving 100 Thieves, Skittle Cakes returning to Apex. Here is Rostermania 3.0. So welcome back to the Apex Morning Shift, your number one ALGS morning show on the planet. That is a fact. All right, where do we start? From year 5 announcements, to new changes coming to the meta, to Rostermania 3.0, to our cameraman still being single.
That's crazy.
Here we go. Let's get right into it. First of all, at the time you guys are watching this, Season 24 is releasing today, which means a ton of new changes that will actually affect the meta entirely. No more Gibby Newcastle Rampart meta. Now, I won't go through all the changes because, oh my, there's a lot, but I'll put the link in the description to the patch notes if you guys want to go and check it out. But all you really need to know is that no more Support Legend meta. It's actually going to shift from Support Legends to Assault Legends, so super excited to see. That being said, ALGS Year 5 is starting on February 22nd with the first preseason qualifier. Now, this year's format is slightly different than the previous years. Starting with the preseason qualifier that is split in 4 different qualifiers, 4 different weekends. Through those preseason qualifiers, you can qualify for Pro League Split 1, the regular season, just like every other year. But what's different is what you see at the top. The ALGS Open, which is going to be a 160 team LAN. Basically, the teams that will be attending that ALGS Open will be the 4 winners of the 4 preseason qualifiers, as well as the top 20 teams in points of those preseason qualifiers, and the 22 directly invited pro teams for a grand total of 46 America teams. As you can see on the graphic, it's 46 America teams, 38 Europe, 38 APAC South, and 38 APAC North. So that LAN is going to take place instead of Split 1 playoffs. And instead of Split 2 playoffs, there's going to be the mid-season playoffs, which will be a much smaller LAN, 12 teams from America, 8 NA, 8 APAC South, and 8 APAC North. And then at the bottom of the graphic, you'll see the Pro League qualifier, the Last Chance qualifier, and the Challenger circuits, which is the same as the previous year. So if you guys want some more explanation and want to understand a little more, I'll put the link to the explanation down in the description so you guys can understand a little bit. But basically, all you need to know is a preseason qualifier is February 22nd. That is the first one. So you guys can go sign up right now. Registration is open. Link in my description for registration. You guys can go check it out, which means that with the Pro League regular season approaching, the groups are officially out. So here they are. At first look, Group A definitely looks like a much stronger group overall. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I don't know. Group C also looks pretty strong. Never mind, they actually look pretty even. Now, if you paid close attention to the groups, specifically Group A, we have Dragons, which is a South American team. The only South American team to have received an invitation to the ALGS Pro League. That's right, it's not North America anymore. It's called Americas because South America and North America are now merging together. It's about time. We have some very talented teams in South America, so it's going to be nice to see them finally be able to compete in the North American region, which is now called Americas.
I talked to too many people who think that Mexico is a part of South America.
Really?
It is North America.
Actually?
Yeah, people are like, but dude, Liquid, they're South America, and they've been playing in our region the entire time. Like, yeah, no, that's just North America, though.
But the main story of the week is Rostermania 3.0. That's absolutely right. As mentioned last episode, the day after Champs, LFTs, which stands for Looking for Teams, started flying left and right.
Starting off with your rising prospect, Kai99GR, going LFT, an unexpected return.
Now, before we get started, Naughty, Sauce, and Shubi announced this week that they're officially looking for an org since Cloud9 is officially leaving the Apex scene. Quite sad, especially since C9 has been around for quite some time. Now, the boys did mention that they wanted to prioritize staying together, but given the opportunity to play with another team, they would be open to it. So I kind of like seeing them play together, so hopefully they do stick together.
I love C9. I'm not gonna lie, like,
I
actually really enjoy that team. Like,
me too.
Not just like skill wise, but actually personality wise. They're not. I don't think a single player on that team is a dick. Like, I love Sauce, I love Shubi, and I fucking love Naughty. Like, yeah, all 3 just chill dudes, you know.
Yeah, glaze harder.
All right, I can do it harder.
All right, so with Rostermania 3.0, we now have a long list of free agent players who are either looking to insert themselves in a already established team or create a team of their own to compete in the next ALGS split. So I made a list of all those free agent players. For the IGLs, we have Duplex, Crook, Reps, Zaptoh, Dezignful, and Onmu. As for the Fraggers anchor players, Verhulst, Reptar, Albralelie, Skittle Cakes, Deeds, Gent, and Blinkzr.
Can you please mention me in that list?
And KeanuJTV.
Thank you.
Now in that list
Wait, you didn't mention Phony.
he didn't officially announce that he was LFD.
Bro, everybody knows he was not staying over there.
Speaking of Phony, for those of you who didn't know, he played on Guild and he had to move to APAC South to be able to play with Guild. So now that that's done, he's going to be coming back to North America and looking to put himself in a North American team. With Dezignful announcing that he was looking for a team, that leaves an IGL spot on 100 Thieves. I honestly don't see a better fit for Phony than 100 Thieves. I didn't include the C9 boys, a little like Monsoon.
Well, no, Monsoon is actively looking for other teams.
He's not actively looking for other teams.
Yes, he said I want to stay. He said it in a way, it's the nicest LFT post.
The reason I didn't include him in the list is because it's a little like Cloud9 in my opinion, where it's like he wants to stay with the boys. That's his priority. But if an opportunity arises, then he'll join it, you know?
Monsoon to NRG.
Nocturnal retires.
Ooh.
Monsoon joins NRG, joins Guild and Fun. Ooh. Oh, that could be good. Now let's take a look at what the best options are for each player. Starting with Verhulst, his decision will most likely influence every other team.
I disagreed, by the way, with Evan dictating where he's going, is because I see it as Falcons is dictating like the Rostermania, because whoever can't or doesn't join them is where it's going to start, because they could poach anyone they want.
You think Falcons are going to make a roster change?
Well, I don't think Waltzy's staying.
You don't think so?
He has his wife in OCE, and I think he's going to go play over there.
He has a wife?
Yeah, he's a wife. He's married.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah, he is. Oh, that's so
it's
sweet.
rough for him. I would find it really difficult being far away from my wife for that long. He doesn't look happy. I'll tell you that. Like, I saw him at LAN play. Like, I think, you know, he has fun, but I don't think he's genuinely happy. I think he wants to go home. But I don't know, like Waltzy, like I'm not Waltzy, but I think he deserves to like be with his wife and stuff.
That does make sense, but going back to Evan, what's gonna happen is Evan Verhulst is too valuable, too talented to pick up 2 other free agents and create his own team. Now what's gonna happen with Verhulst is he will most probably join a top contender team. And there are only 5 that I can see that happen with. Falcons, Luminosity, Envy, Virtus Pro, and Shopify Rebellion. Scratch Falcons, scratch Shopify Rebellion, because I don't think his personality will be able to fit with those kinds of players. I don't think LG is gonna make a roster swap, which leaves Envy and VP. I don't think Envy would be a great fit maybe for Evan, but I can definitely see him on Virtus Pro. I think Verhulst, Lou, and Zach could be a scary ass team. Not gonna lie. I think they would become a heavy top contender. Now we also have Crook and Blinkzr that are looking for one. A player that I would see fit them very well, maybe Reptar. I feel like Reptar could join them. Because then it would make, they need a controller player. D's with Duplex and Alb. That would be pretty good. Dupe IGL, Alb, and we have Deeds. That would be a pretty good team. I would like to see that.
I wouldn't say pretty good, but it'd be an interesting team.
No, I think they'd be pretty good.
Zaptoh Envy.
Ooh.
IGL with Noct and Yanya.
You think Envy should dropped?
I just think Dropped and Noct are too similar in place. You got Noct who's like an anchor, and I think Dropped is an anchor IGL. Like, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't think Dropped is aggressive enough. You need a more decisive IGL.
I would debate that Dropped is one of the greatest IGLs, and he just, there's just something missing.
I told you, I think he's too passive. I didn't say he was bad IGL. I think he's too passive for Yanya and Noct. The way it Dropped IGLs is he has an idea, shares it with a team. Yes, okay, let's do it.
But you need somebody like Zaptoh.
But that works with certain players. But I think you need somebody who's like Zaptoh who just commands them.
Zaptoh, Noct, and Yanya. I'd like to see that. Or maybe Reps instead of Zaptoh? No, Reps
could work, yeah.
You think so?
Reps could work.
As for design, I think a reunion with Gent would be really good.
The thing about design, and I like design by the way, his IGLing is good. I don't know, I feel like it doesn't work right now. And then I don't think he listens enough to be a fragger. And he's not an anchor. So I don't know where he's trying to slot himself right now. Like, from what I've heard, at least, people that I've talked to, they don't know what kind of player he is anymore. They don't know really, because they don't want him to IGL, but he doesn't listen when he frags. So it's, all right, like,
his role
what
is
do you want? Like, what are you trying to be? Like, you know?
Maybe design Gent and a top challenger circuit player?
Maybe.
I can see that. Now, as for Reps, he's going to be one of the most valuable players, mark my word. Because with the legend bans coming along, which I don't know if you guys knew, but legend bans are going to be now a thing in the next ALGS year, which will make players that are versatile on multiple different legends that much more valuable, just like Reps. As for the coaches, we have Dan, Talmadge, and Raven looking for teams to pick up. So it's going to be very interesting to see where they go. So let me know down in the comments what you think and which players you would see on which teams. TSM, where are they going to go? Where is Evan going to go? If Falcons are going to poach somebody. We don't know. Let me know down in the comments. And as for me, that's it for today's episode of your #1 ALGS morning show on the planet. I have no more coffee. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to turn notifications on. New episode every Tuesday. And until next week, take it easy, like and subscribe. Peacers. Outro time. Do you think anybody's retiring?
Nah.
I think Nocturnal's gonna retire. I don't know why I got that feeling.
Okay, cool.
Maybe Sweet?
The recording's about to stop.
Alright. That was a boring outro.
Dude, I got no outro. You gotta have something in the recording.
I no.
Just slot something from the recording.
No,
there's gotta be
it's
something
good if we
funny.
record
I'm
something.
funny.
Dude, we just have to record an outro. Like and subscribe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
okay,
like
whatever.
what?